What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Kaza the Don, and we are back with another sneaker review video. Today we're going to be taking a look at a bit of a unique shoe, one that was exclusive for the Nike Air Max Day of 2024. So let's hop in today's review. We're going to be taking a look at the 2024 Air Max Day Nike Air Max DN Anthracites. Now, in this review, we're going to be talking about the details of the shoe, how it fits, and how it is very much different and unique than our normal Nike Air Max that we've been used to getting throughout the past few years. I know we've had some different models here and there that were very different to the fit of how we walk and whatnot, but this innovation of this new model Air Max shoe is going to bring about a huge difference in the Nike Air Max game. So let's dive right into the details. So as we dive into the Nike Air Max DN, right off the bat, one thing you guys should know is that this shoe is made of 20% recycled content. So with that being said, if I was to take just a wild guess, I would say probably this upper material, this upper level of the shoe right here is probably where a lot of that recyclable material is being used, and then maybe some within this rubber midsole right here. But that doesn't mean that the shoe is cheap whatsoever. If anything, I mean, I don't think it really affected the shoe at all, quality wise or fit wise. We'll get into fit a little bit later, being that the whole mission with this shoe's release, you'll see it on this little hang tag that actually comes with it. Now, this is basically telling you their whole journey that they're taking, move to zero, which means, you know, they're aiming to use zero carbon, zero waste, and basically just make the world a better place. Like the whole concept is, you know, using recycled material to make the shoe. So that, you know, just goes to speak for itself right there. This is the initial release colorway of the Nike Air Max DN. Once you see all of these other colorways come out and actually release, you know, they're going to be the usual multicolor Nike Air Max releases that come out. But this is going to be the actual colorway where, you know, if you guys want to actually pick the shoe up, you know, maybe keep one pair and then maybe resell one pair later on in the future, this is going to be the colorway that is going to have that resale value to it. I'm not interested in resale. I just picked up the shoe because I personally like it. I have no intentions of selling the shoe. This is my true size, size 9. One thing I was going to touch on with the materials being used from recycled materials, this upper mesh for the shoe right here, as you can see, it is very textured rubber material on these dots right here. Let's see if it'll focus. Yeah. So you got that rubber texture material all around the upper mesh right there. And then you also have this foam-like material right here that basically just holds this upper mesh together with the midsole. So you have that basically going all around the upper part of the shoe. Now, when you look at these from a distance, see this upper mesh material and just really the upper part of the shoe in general, it will remind you a little bit. To me, it kind of reminded me of the Air Max 97s. Once you see the Air Max 97s, I'll put a little picture right here for a comparison. But the Air Max 97, it kind of has like that sleek, you know, front upper look to it. So with that being said, that was one thing that kind of caught my eye about these shoes, and I will say it's probably one thing that I actually like about this shoe. It gives me a vibe of, you know, they're going for the past look of like an Air Max model and then putting it together with this futuristic look of, you know, their new innovation of how they really want to make the air units feel now for our feet. Now they're actually starting to focus on how the shoes are actually going to affect our feet instead of just going for the look. That's why I said this is not going to be your usual retro Jordan sneaker review. Just something a little bit different. Like I said, I like the look of the shoe, And then I also had just this good feeling that the shoe was going to feel comfortable. Now, I've already rocked the shoes to work. I work night shift, but you know, I'm still getting some good steps in. I'm walking around the property and all that. So wearing these shoes after day one, right off the bat, probably one of my most comfortable shoes that I own right now. I have a few Adidas, a couple other Nikes. You know, for the most part, we all know the retro Jordans, they really aren't that comfortable. I would say, except for the reimagines and then the military blues that just dropped, because they went back to that cushion inside of the shoe for the most part. So this is definitely going to give you a feel of kind of like that snug comfortability. I'll also throw up a little chart right here showing you guys how they broke down the shoe for you. The back part of the shoe, as we talk about the air units right here, these are actually two different air units. There's one right here and then there's one right here, but it's going to appear like there are four different air pods, but they're actually two units. Now when you take a look at the bottom, they're actually still connected with each other. So I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, it said like this back part has like a 5 psi, and this front section has like a 2 psi, talking about the air pressure. So initially, when you wear the shoe and you step in it, the whole initiative of it is so that you take in the air, builds up from the back, and then as you step and then place your foot, the air goes through from the back to the front. So that's going to be the whole mission as to how this shoe is going to bring that comfort to you when you actually use these to walk, run, whatever the occasion is for you. That basically explains the whole build of this Nike Air unit in the back. It's not going to be that traditional air unit where you see, I won't say traditional, but when we go back and look at the 90s Air Maxes, a few of the later released Air Maxes as well, they all focus on the back unit, but a lot, majority of the recent models, I'd say from like late 2000s going even into the 2020s, we started seeing a lot of the Air Max usage kind of like in the whole part of the whole bottom of the shoe. So with this release right here, they're going back to focusing on, like I said, the back part of the shoe and how the back end of the shoe actually brings comfort to the whole foot. So that's basically, just in short, in layman's terms, how this Air unit is supposed to bring comfort to you compared to other Air Max models. Then I forgot to point this out, but there's also this red, I wouldn't even know what to call this. It's just like a AirPod. It looks like some AirPod cover holes right here. I don't think these are actually affected if you pull these out, but it just looks like a red design that they did. Now I do like the bottom. Going ahead and looking at it right now, the bottom is one thing that does stick out to me. I like this pink translucent material. I'm trying to get the focus. Focus in, yeah, there we go. That pink lucid material. Then you have this hard metal, I said hard metal, it's hard plastic shank. I did think it was some carbon fiber, but that's just a very hard plastic shank material right there. They also use it just coming up on the side of the shoe right here. And then you'll also see it in the back with the Air Max DN logo right there. So as you guys already know as well, this is the Dynamic Air Max. The older Air Max models with the TN, I think it was Tuned Air, something like that. I'll have to look it up and just throw it in the video for you guys. But this is the DN model, which is standing for the Dynamic Air of the Air Max models that they're going to be using for this specific release. Are they going to build off of this design and take it further into the Air Max releases in the future? That's something that I have a strong feeling that they're going to do. I don't think they're going to overdo it though, to where we start just getting these kind of like corny looking releases. Like I said, it kind of brings me a vibe of like, you know, like a 2000s Air Max, but then you look at the whole shoe and it's like, okay, that kind of looks a little bit like a futuristic past shoe, you know what I mean? So I don't really know how to explain it the best. I think some of you guys probably get my drift. Then the back part of the shoe, I don't know, but part of me just likes this back part of the shoe. It kind of reminds me of like a tractor or something like that, or like a tire or something in the back. And then these 4 air chamber pieces out on the outside, that just stands out to me. So overall, I like the shoe. And I forgot to go over the laces. Kind of got like that Jordan 11 lace loops right there. And you also have Air Max DN on the tongue. Let's see. There we go. So you also have Air Max DN right there on the tongue. So also come with 2 different pairs of laces. I'm not sure if every colorway is going to do this, but like I said, since this is the original release, the original colorway release of this Nike Air Max model, I feel like this is, you know, the initial reason why they included some extra laces in here. But if one of you guys actually copped one of the other colorways, let me know down in the comments if they also have different shoelaces. I don't plan to cop any of the other colorways. I was really just interested in this initial colorway right here. So let me know if you guys actually got some different shoelaces, all right? Now, honestly, to me, in my opinion, I'll probably try out the pink shoelaces just to see how they look. You know, I feel like the shoelaces with this Nike sign right here on the side, it'll make the shoe stand out. You know, you just going out, maybe got on some black pants or something, you know, make the shoe stand out a little bit. And then these right here, some really just some like checkered shoelaces right here. I'm not sure how I would mix that up, because I feel like the original laces, they're already, I mean, they look pretty much all black, but it looks like they already have like a little bit of a pattern going on these original shoelaces. So I'm not too sure about these. I'll probably throw them in, you know, through these top loops just to see how they look, but I don't think I'll really be using them. These pink ones though, y'all might see a boy try these out. Talking about fit wise, the shoe itself is actually very comfortable. Like I was saying in the earlier part, I wore these to work, so I basically had a good 10 to 11 hours in these. Pretty comfortable shoe. The inside of this shoe liner right here is nice and thick. Nice thick cushion right here. And then once you get to the inside right here, and we're talking about the inside of this actual mesh material, is actually soft mesh material on the inside of the shoe. I wish I could actually show you guys. I'll show you guys a little bit. There's actually soft mesh material on the inside too. So with that being said, there is no uncomfortable, you know, rubbing up feeling or anything like that with any part of the upper part of the shoe on the inside. It's all comfortable, very soft cushion inside of the shoe. You can actually read the bio of it online, but like the initial detailed look of it said, you really do feel the air move through these AirPods back here to where it kind of feels like when you're walking, you really don't feel like a lot of pressure is even being put on your feet. It's kind of hard to explain, but it's a very comfortable shoe. That's all I gotta say. Size and whatnot, I would say go true to size. Some wide foot people, I'm kind of wide foot, and these, you know, they're like a narrow running shoe, and to me, honestly, they feel okay. Like, you know, it feels like this is going to be one of those shoes that kind of molds to your foot the more you wear it. So, you know, once you slip your foot into it a few times, kind of get your foot used to it, your foot actually gets pretty snug to these and kind of gets used to it pretty quickly. Um, or at least that's my kind of assumption to it. I feel like it's quickly going to adapt to the shoe, you know what I'm saying, as far as my foot being comfortable within the shoe and whatnot. You know, you actually got to break them in. So same thing with these, but once you actually get, you know, a few hours in these and you got them on for a good little minute, you'll start to notice what I was saying about, you know, the air actually moving through the shoe and giving you comfort the whole time that you actually have these on. Pricing wise, resale and whatnot, like I was saying earlier, this is the original colorway of this shoe, of this model Air Max. So y'all already know how it is if you're a real sneakerhead. We've had other Air Max releases to where, you know, that first initial colorway of the shoe is the one that sells out the most. And eventually, once you look on eBay, GOAT, Grail, all these other shoe sites, StockX and whatnot. I don't use StockX, but after a little while, you'll see that this initial first release colorway is going to be going for the most if you're looking at Air Maxes to buy on like the secondary market, and then, you know, you think about getting these. So that's why it's probably the best decision. If you guys are interested in these, I would highly suggest looking on Finish Line right now, Foot Locker, going in your stores to get them. I wanted to actually get this review out to you guys earlier, but I actually couldn't because I went into the store. I had, I had it in my head to do the video the same day that I got them from the store, but they didn't have my size. I went to 2 more stores. They didn't have my size. So eventually I just had to freaking order them online, waited for that. It was like, it wasn't a back order, but I had put together my order with another pair of shoes. Then it kind of like delayed the process of like actually processing the order so they can get shipped. So this video was really supposed to be out a good little minute ago, but it is what it is. But pricing wise, fit wise, that's pretty much all I have to say. But yeah, I mean, if you're interested in getting these right now, like I said, you can still cop these for sure on, you know, online for retail at Finish Line, JD Sports, Foot Locker, Champs, any of your local shoe stores online. So in person, I wouldn't really risk it. I would just check automatically online and get them shipped right to you, no problem. I got mine from JD Sports. I also got these powder blue 9s. This is the other shoe that I put my order together with. Kind of got delayed. So I'll get this review out either tomorrow, probably tomorrow. I'll record the video tomorrow. I'll edit it and stuff, and then I'll put it out tomorrow, so Friday. So I'll drop this video probably Friday AM, sometime in the AM section when I get off work, you know what I'm saying? Finishing up on this shoe, like I said, it's a fire release. I personally like it. There's a few people I've seen some comments and talk online. Some people don't like it here and there. It is what it is. People gonna like what they like. People gonna, you know, think it's just another bulky shoe that's coming out. I think it's a very comfortable shoe. You know, it kind of brings the vibe of, you know, kind of just past innovations mixed with, you know, the future look that they are really going into. They're going in the direction of using, you know, the recycled materials for the shoe and whatnot. So I'm honestly loving everything about the shoe. It does come in the normal red Nike box. What does it say right there for the colorway? Yeah, so it just says Nike Air Max DN, and then it just says the color. So normal Nike box for these. That's pretty much all for these shoes. Drop a like, comment, subscribe for me, and we will be back with another shoe review. Like I said, in like the next day or two, I'll have my Retro 9 review up on the playlist. Check out the playlist too. I have my shoe playlist down in the description below. I'm going to end off the video with a on-foot review, just basically give you guys an idea of what these look like on feet, how I would actually lace them, and how you can wear them actually casually, and then switch them out to wearing them to the gym, marathon, whatever you plan to use them for. So with that being said, you guys stay safe. You guys subscribe, turn on the notifications, and I'll see you in the next
video. And we smoking on this gas. Sell the Bahamas, baby, I need to go back. Carry my katana, you won't catch a nigga like it. Belt like Ric Flair, but on front and say it leaks. Dare speak the truth, and the niggas started reaching. Had to cut a nigga, all that niggas started leeching. I be flying all night, young nigga, always dreaming, always walking with my nine. I was cold and I was broke. Now she wanna know how a nigga got these hoes. I used to change them out like a nigga just changed clothes. Now I'm on Balenci here and there, big bang roast. Trousers be some Rickies, it's a step that work at Kroger. Need some with some Dickies, now I'm floating in that Lotus. Big gang pull up and you thought it was some locust. Pull up with my 30, I just hope they won't even notice. Sippin' on some dirty boys straight from Hocus Pocus. Let's fly up in the sky. Fly up in the sky. That's where I sleep at night. No, I forget the past. Eating Benny Hondas and we smoking on this gas. Sell the Bahamas, baby, I need to go back. Carry my katana, you won't catch a nigga like it. Belt like Ric Flair, but on front and say it leaks. Dare speak the truth, and the niggas started reaching. Had to cut a nigga, all that niggas started leeching. I be flying all night, young nigga, always dreaming, always walking with my nine. With my nine, with my nine. I was broke, don't you wanna know how I got these hoes? With my nine, don't you wanna know how I got these clothes? Damn, no, I forget the past. Eating Benny Hondas and we smoking on this gas. Sell the Bahamas, baby, I need to go back. Carry my katana, you won't catch a nigga like it. Belt like Ric Flair, but on front and say it leaks. Dare speak the truth, and the niggas started reaching. Had to cut a nigga, all that niggas started leeching. I be flying all night, young nigga, always dreaming, always walking with my nine. I was cold and I was broke. Now she wanna know how a nigga got these hoes. I used to change them out like a nigga just changed clothes. Now I'm on Balenci here and there, big bang roast. Trousers be some Rickies, it's a step that work at Kroger.